guys, so for today's video I thought we'd do something with pink and purple. What a surprise. Yeah, I'm just feeling pink, purple, like a cut crease, smoky, glittery thing. I don't know. It's just, that's what it's going to be. Oh, my hair's a mess today, so we're just going to ignore. My little bun just looks like a little butt. So I've already filled in my eyebrows because it's boring, no one wants to see it. They literally take me 10 years to do. So I'm going to start off by using primer. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, or ABH, just easier. This is the eye primer. So this is a little tester, but the palette that I'm going to use is an ABH palette, and I have to use the ABH primer because I feel like the shadows don't sit right with my oily eyelids, so I need something that's like very matte and very full coverage, and this will do that. I'm thinking about picking up like not this size, but like a bit bigger, because I mean this has lasted me ages, and obviously like I'm not using it that often, because while I do love it, it can be like too thick and too matte, which I know is like going back on what I said, but I can't use it for every day. Like it just, and plus it dries so quickly, I have to work with it so fast, and I just think, oh, I just haven't got the time for that. Like I'd just rather sit there and use a concealer that I just know won't budge. But yeah, for some reason like concealer just don't work with certain palettes. Like it's so weird. I know like I'm going into like a big old rant. I'm just going to blend that out. But basically the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette is so beautiful, but for some reason my eyelids just hate it. Like within a few hours, like all the eyeshadow just separates, and this primer I thought, oh, this will keep it in place, but it just doesn't. So if you know anything I can do to get Pat McGrath eyeshadows work for me, please tell me, because the palette is so gorgeous and I really want, is it Divine Rose? I really want that palette, but I can't justify the price if it's going to do what the other one does. And same with like there's just certain palettes that I use, and it almost like separates and it goes funny, and it's the strangest thing. So yeah, that's why I use this one, and I know it's a right pain, but it's what I've got to do to just get these eyeshadows to work for me. Okay, I'm gonna do me. So I'm just gonna highlight the brow bone. So I'm gonna take the Melt highlighter. So this is in Stargazer. And I'm just going to take that on a Crown Brush C510. And we're just going to put that underneath the brow bone. Okay, so I've just stuck some tape down because, like I said, I just like a cut crease, or maybe half a cut crease kind of thing. I know what I want, alright? So for palettes today, I'm going to use the ABH and a Jackie Aina palette. So this is super beautiful, and I think I've done 3 looks on YouTube, and then I think I've done one on Instagram. But yeah, I feel like we deserve to give this some little love today. So I'm going to start off by using Supreme in the palette, which is this gorgeous pink shade, and I'm going to take that on a Spectrum B06 to just buff that into the crease. I have to be very light-handed with Anastasia eyeshadows, just because they are super pigmented, and if you use too much, I find them very difficult to blend. That could just be me as a person. Like some people might just be able to blend them and off they go, but for some reason, because they're so pigmented, I find it super difficult. Same with like Dose of Colours, like that's like really pigmented, and it's almost like when you dip in too much, it almost looks muddy. So yeah, I'm just gonna run this through the crease, and I'm just gonna buff that out with the Crown Brush. So this is the other side, it's the more like fluffy side. Just make sure it's really nice and blended. Making sure it's going out to the tape as well. If it goes past the tape, it don't matter, because when we remove it, we can just wipe away any of the mess. But I just want to make sure that it's blended out there, we haven't missed it. On the same brush, I'm going to dip into Pinkier, which is the shade next to it. And I'm just going to add just a little bit, just to really deepen it up, just a smidge, and then we're really going to deepen it up in a minute. But I just want to add just a little bit of that shade first. So again, going very light with it. Then just buffing that out. Okay, so now I think I'm happy with that. We're going to move over to Big Wig, which is this purple shade here, and I'm going to take that on a Spectrum A07, and we're really going to pack that in the socket to really deepen it up. Then I'm going to take a Crown Brush C528, so it's just a smaller brush, and I'm going to really pack Big Wig onto the outer corner. Just going to sort of buff that through as well. So I'm only probably, yeah, I'm going to finish it there because I'm going to do a cut crease, but I'm going to do it more than half, I think, and I think that's enough shade for where I want it to sit. So now I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to use the Revoultion Conceal and Hydrate. So this is in the shade C1, and I prefer the Hydrate one over the original, but the reason why I'm not going to use the ABH primer is because I'm going to cut the crease and I'm actually going to remove the colour. Obviously if you're a pro you could just like dip in and wipe away with a bit of water or something, but I'm not, so that's what I'm going to do, because when I say clean, I literally want clean, like clean eyelid, not clean as in a concealer clean. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to take it on a Peaches and Cream PC51 brush, and I just like to place product down on the lid. Look up. Where this blob sits is where we're going to cut our crease to, so I'm probably going to take it to where that purple line sits. So it's more than half. If I feel like I need to take more, I will, but yeah, we're going to go to there for now. Then when I get to this bit, I just sort of pull the brush down. Almost side, well, it's not completely straight, but we've got the gist of that straight line, so we can sort of just finish it off. So obviously I've just I have cut this one more, but I'm going to go through and blend the purple through anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm going to take the Garnier Micellar Water and a little cotton bud just to remove that concealer. Obviously you can keep the concealer on, personal preference. I just don't want it on, just don't like it. So I'm just going to be careful to take that off. Okay, so now that that's good, yes, I'm going to take just the tiniest bit of Soleil, which is this shade right here. It's like this champagne-y, I don't know, it's gorgeous, whatever it is, and I'm going to take it on a Spectrum A16. I'm literally doing such a fine layer. I don't want a lot, because like I said, I did want like a clear eyelid, but I want a little something, you know. So it's just sort of swooping it on just so it's there slightly, just so it looks like that. So it's like we've got a little something, but it's not plain. So now I'm just going to buff the purple through, which was Big Wig, and I'm taking that on the Crown Brush C528. There's nothing extra on the brush, I just want to make sure it's not so like straight cut. Tell you what, I'm going to take a bit of Zam as well, which is just the shade below it, this shade here, and I'm just going to take that on top as well. Just, you know what, let's be extra. So just going back through and blending again. Now that it's blended through, I'm going to take like a strip of glitter down the little line. So this is from Kaima Cosmetics, and I think it's like one of their glitters. It's just like potluck kind of thing, but it's just literally, I'm trying to focus this, but my camera doesn't like to focus on small things. No, it's just not focusing at all. Please do me a solid. Can we see it? It's like pink with like holographic sort of glitterness through it. Literally any pink glitter will do. I'm going to take, thank you, the NYX Glitter Primer. I'm just going to, yeah, almost like, just like this strip of glitter, I feel like. Yes. So I'm going to take it on a Peaches and Cream PC41 brush. And this, where this sort of purple line sits, I'm just going to sort of pack it on there. And then just taking that glitter, so using the same brush. I'm just going to sort of put it over purple, just to sort of make sure it's not like we just placed it down. I feel like this would be really beautiful as well if it wants to focus. I don't know if you can see this. I can't. Yeah, I think this focus. So it's like big blobs of glitter. It's almost like, well, it's not even glitter, it's like literally sequins. So if you're going to use this near the eye, be super careful. I'm just going to take like a little bit and sort of just dot them around. So I'm just going to, I don't know whether or not to take my sort of finger and just stick it on. See how we get on like that. So I'm just going to stick a few of these on. Okay, so the other eye is complete. Obviously I just need to sort of wipe away some of the colour. So the lashes I'm going to wear, so these are from Luxo lashes, and these are in the style that have fallen out the packaging. They look really cute, by the way, in Angel. So they just look like so. I'm hoping these will be okay because I don't want anything too big to take away all the hard work I've basically just done. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm also going to apply my base because I feel like this video is going to be long enough, but I will show you the lip colours that I picked out as well because I feel like really tired with the eyes. Obviously I'll finish up the lower lash line and stuff as well on camera for you, but yeah, base is just pretty much standard, so yeah. Okay, so the rest of my face is on. All the products I'm wearing will be listed in the bottom bar. So obviously we're going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to take Big Wig and push that quite close to the lash line, and I'm using a Spectrum A17 for this. I'm just going to buff that out with the crown brush. So this is the C528, just ever so slightly. I don't want it to be too buffed out, and you can do that without poking yourself in the eye. Then on a Spectrum B06 we're going to go into Supreme and add a little bit of pinkier as well, and just buff that out with it. So now I'm just going to take the highlighter they use. So this is Milk Cosmetics and this is in the shade Stargazer. This is the same one we used on the brow, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corners. You could take something from the palette if you wanted. You could probably take was it Soleil that we took on the thing to like really make it time with the eyes and stuff, or you can use Trust Issues. I feel like I should have used Trust Issues on the lid. It's like this white glittery, I think it's got like a green reflect to it though, I'm not entirely sure. Then I'm just going to take the KVD Go Big or Go Home mascara and just apply that to the lashes, but you're literally going to see none of this, you're going to see the top of my head. Then for lips, I'm going to take the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. So this is in Cocoa, I'm thinking of bloody Animal Crossing. Coke. So for lipstick, I'm going to take the Ofra. So this is the Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick, and this is in Coco's Island. Coco's Island. I don't know. It's all listed in the bottom bar anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to draw this on. Put this on. I don't know what's with my brain lately. Then for gloss, I'm going to take the Patrick Tar. So this is the Major Glow Lip Shine, and this is in the shade Is She Younger Than Me? I think I said shade about 5 times then. So I'm just going to put that on top. Okay, so I just wanted to zoom you in. So what I've done is I've put like Supreme on the waterline. So basically what I took was spritz of water. So this is just in an old Mario Badescu spray. I don't use it anymore. I sprayed it on the back of my hand. I wet a Real Techniques brush, and then I put that in the waterline just so it was like wet and wasn't really powdery, because you don't want powder getting all in our eye. Wipe the brush on just a bit of tissue just so it's not soaking wet, so we don't ruin Supreme, because dipping really wet things is not a good idea. So yeah, wet things into powder is what I'm trying to say. So I just dipped into Supreme, literally same brush. You could use a different brush if you wanted to, and then just, hopefully you can see this, I don't think you can the way I'm doing it, just packed it on the waterline. I have to go in with a few times to get it to be intense, but I think it looks super nice. zoom you out a bit so you can sort of kind of see. I think that looks super nice. Obviously, if you're going with straight powder, sometimes it can get on your eye and it can be like a bit uncomfortable. Like I've done it before, like I'm doing my lower lash line and I sort of, it just like settles into the eye and you're like, that hurts. So yes, this is the completed look. I love how it turned out. I don't know if this lip, is this lip too bright with this eye? No, we'll keep it. And yeah, I'm just super impressed with how it came out. I think it's super beautiful. What else am I going to say? I think that's it. Oh yeah, all of the base products will be listed in the bottom bar. I just didn't feel like coming on camera to just show you the base. But obviously you get the whole vibe of the eye lip look. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it.